good to be back. Well, sort of. Back in a way that's going to disappoint all our fans.
We're used to disappointing people.
Yay, especially the women.
Yeah, we interact with them all the time. Should we go?
Let's do it.
Hello and welcome to another painful episode of Backdoor Bookworms. My name is MC. This is my Dojiko chip.
Yes, that is correct. I know what that means.
It means...
Oh, you got a definition up as well.
I lost it. I think it was something...
Stupid slut, it means.
Let's go with that. We're here to bring you the worst in fan fiction from around the internet, brought to life by our Herculean acting. Today... It's really not the right word.
Yes, Hercules in New York style.
That's good.
Thanks.
We're here by popular request, and by that we mean one comment from a video about a year ago. We are returning to Sonic High School.
We're back, baby. School's back for autumn. Yes, we had one of our, I don't know if there was a loyal listener, they may have just listened to one episode of how I ripped off Buffy the Vampire Slayer and was like, when are you doing Sonic High School again? So, mystery person whose name I've forgotten and probably won't be able to find the comment again, we're doing it, we're back, it's chapter 4.
It is indeed, it is the masterpiece by Dark Doom Firemaster, which is as if you could possibly have forgotten the most addictive story online and the ultimate Sonic story about high school. We learnt so much from the previous 3 chapters, and...
I tell you what I've just noticed is in the description it says, this story contains no graphic descriptions and all the high school students are 18 years old.
Well, I mean,
I've lost interest.
A little bit saucy.
They did, yeah. What happened last time? Because it was a year ago.
Sonic had some itchy balls. Which came out when his diary was read out in school.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone was like, Sonic, you have gay balls. Then...
What more do you need to know?
Yeah. There was... Sonic encountered his nemesis, Eggman. The fat, immature gay. And the 3rd chapter ended everyone smiling like a crocodile having a silly dream.
That's right. They were on a haunted house on a ghost island or something.
The classic relatable high school drama when you go to your prom, which turns out to be on Ghost Island.
Yeah.
And it's actually a haunted house and it was all a trap.
Yep. And I'm sure all of those plot points will be picked up in the next chapter.
So let's begin. Chapter 4, which is called, Getting a Date.
Ooh, maybe we'll learn something. Helpful.
Sonic did like in the 1st chapter and went to school again.
Hang on, did that just get
Breaking
really meta?
The 4th rule. Some Deadpool shit right here.
Like Sonic's looking at the camera like... That I did a face then for all the podcast listeners.
Now it's lunchtime and Sonic was in the lunchroom. Sonic was telling all of the people at his table, who were Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, Espio, and Charmy B.
Whoa, hang on. We've got... there might be some new voices coming up.
Oh, no.
We don't remember the old ones.
Oh, no. Espio and Charmy B about what did happen yesterday, but Tails already knew, so he's nodding his head like a good friend. What a bro. Letting him tell the story, not interrupting.
Yes. Or he's just too dumb to realise what's happening.
We already established that Amy is the dumb one. Tails is the smart one.
That's because she's the female. Actually, to be fair, I don't know if SBO or Charmy B are male or female.
That's true. You should have seen it, said Sonic. I was in the haunted house and I shot Eggman.
He's lying. He's lying. There was no gun violence. Oh, Sonic.
I was in the haunted house and I shot Eggman, but I let him get away right before I could have killed him. Sonic laughed and Tails laughed at the same time.
Synced laugh.
Yeah.
Very nice. They must have practiced that after they were like, yeah, let's tell everyone that we tried to shoot him, right? Because we're cool.
Knuckles said, you should stop going on these cool adventures because high school is more important.
Oh, shut up, Knuckles. God, I always thought you were cool when I was a kid. Now you're just boring.
So I'm not sure if that is Knuckles' voice, but...
we recast him since last time.
Said Knuckles, and Sonic knew he was right, because it's called Sonic High School. And it should be more about the high school part. Okay, breaking the 4th wall again.
It's like in Saved by the Bell, when they shot and killed someone, and they were like, oh no, we should do more about high school, because Belle was there in high schools, and
Zach went, freeze frame?
Yeah.
Was that a thing that happened?
They must have done, right?
Why
It's a
do I
90s show.
I think that was a regular occurrence.
Yeah, it sounds like, yeah. We should do a Saved by the Bell podcast.
Oh. We could read some fanfic. Oh, I bet there's a lot of fanfic.
Oh, no, what are we doing next?
So Sonic asked them all what they're up to. Here we go, Tails' voice. Back in it, baby.
Well, I am entering the science competition.
Said Tails.
To win the science competition, I have to come up with the best invention, and my invention is this invisibility hat. Amazing. Invisibility hat?
Tails is smart.
Does that just make his head invisible?
We'll find out.
It makes you invisible, but I can't do it right now because I have to make sure it works perfect for the science competition. What? Oh, so he can't put it on to demonstrate that it works.
He's still working on it.
Man, the amount of bullshit already. Like, Sonic's like, yeah, I tried to gun down Eggman. Tails is like, oh, I've got an invisibility hat, but I can't show you it right now, obviously.
Also, I got a girlfriend, but she's in the next town over, and she's at school a lot, so she can't come over.
Can hedgehogs and foxes have toxic masculinity?
Yes, they can,
Good.
as we find out from Sonic High School. Tails was so smart that Sonic knew he would win the science competition, because Tails is like, oh my god, in Einstein, That is the greatest misspelling of Einstein I've ever. Inestine, like intestine, but without the first T. Inestine.
You know what's going to happen now, right? People are going to write in and be like, actually, Einstein was a great inventor. Like, he did so much for the scientific community, you idiots.
Inestine's famous equation, F equals C3PO. I'm so proud of that joke. It would have been funnier if it was R2D2, but let's go with that.
No, I like C3PO. I
Thank
think
you.
that's good. Well done.
Nerd! Shout Knuckles right into Tails' ear. What a bad guy.
At least he knows. He's aware.
It even says in the actual narration itself that he's a bad guy.
I like that Tails is a bit of a jock. I think that's kind of where it's...
Tails is a jock?
Oh, sorry. Knuckles is a bit of a jock.
He is.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how he is in the cartoon?
I guess,
Game? Whatever he's in?
Maybe? I don't know.
I am just hanging out and not going to class because I want to cause trouble, said Knuckles.
Hang on, Knuckles.
Yeah.
1 minute you're like, school is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Although maybe he meant for story purposes.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe
that's
he's like,
true.
guys, it's called Sonic High School. You need to
Yeah.
be in the school, but
Yeah.
we'll cause trouble here. Let's shoot up the school, said Knuckles.
You're putting words in his mouth. That's not it.
I'm going to get sued by Knuckles now for defamation.
He's going to come beat you up. Good, you were talking shit.
Or he'll do that thing where he'll be talking to me and one of his mates will like go down on all fours behind me and he'll push me over.
What a bad guy.
What a jock.
Yeah. Knuckles was so bad that he would cause trouble. Sonic thought Knuckles was a fuck. Knuckles is such a fuck.
He is though, isn't he? Knuckles is a fuck.
He really is,
He is
a
a
fuck.
fuck.
What
Yeah.
a fuck.
I like to think that Dark Doom Fire Master, when he wrote this, was like thinking about all the high school bullies that he had.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're just such a fuck.
What's the worst word I could call someone?
But he had to say it under his breath in case his mum heard.
Obviously, yeah. Shadow was next, and he was badder than Knuckles, but in a different way. I'm not going to be around much longer, said Knuckles, but we actually secretly think it's Shadow. I think it is.
But it's don't question Dark Doom Fire
sorry,
Master.
sorry.
We've had this conversation.
You're right.
He's written Knuckles. It's Knuckles.
He always did ... at the end of what he was saying because it was mysterious.
Oh wait, so is Knuckles actually or Shadow actually said ... You should do that line again.
Okay.
But with the ... at the end.
In Knuckles' voice or Shadow's voice?
Shadow doesn't have a voice, so let's keep it that way.
I'm not going to be around much longer ...
Where are you going?
said Tails, because he was curious. Okay, now Shadow talks. I'm going to kill my parents. Amazing. Said Shadow.
He is badder than Knuckles.
I know, and in a different way.
Yeah, Knuckles is like playing truant and skipping class.
And
Shadow's-
calling people nerd.
Yeah.
Shadow's fucking murdering his parents. Wow. See, this is how Shadow is worse than Knuckles. He did serious bad things.
Thank you, Thank you for telling us that. We were unsure
Of
what
the
was the
morality
worst crime.
of- At least at the end of the day, Knuckles could sleep. Shadow was too dark for that.
Oh.
What a badass.
I kind of got like a mid 2000s emo in my head. That's what I think of Shadow.
Definitely.
I am going to try out for the football team.
Said Espio. Espio was athletic like Sonic, but not as fast. But he had a horn on his nose that was good for attacking people in front of him, so Sonic thought he would be good at football.
Is he a rhino?
I don't know.
Also has a nose.
Put me on the team, coach. I'm a rhino.
I feel like we should have learned more about our Sonic lore before we did this.
I would absolutely watch American football if it had a rhino in it, like a wild card. Like the whole team versus a rhino. I am going to try out for the play, said Charmy Bee. Charmy Bee was loud and singing always.
Nice. Did you see the loud and singing bit before you did that
Yes,
voice? Or
yes.
Oh, I wasn't
No,
hoping
I'm
it was.
so in tune with Dark Doom Firemaster, I anticipate the...
That is what I was worried about, yeah.
You're an annoying fag, so you should do great, said Knuckles.
Oh, Knuckles gets a bit worse every time.
I think he's feeling a bit inadequate after Shadow said he was going to kill his parents, so he's like, oh, better up the ante,
Yeah,
time
better
for a
get
bit of homophobia. Do not hurt my feelings, said Charmy. Charmy was used to being hectored, so he was able to remove himself from his potent fury.
Oh, I like that.
Wow.
That's cool. Not sure what hectored means, but, but potent
It's when someone
fury.
calls you Hector.
Ah.
But my name's Charmy,
Did you see Rose just now?
said Espio.
She is looking so hot in her tiny bra.
Espio obviously wanted to kiss her deep.
Nice. Deep, hopefully in the mouth.
Maybe do a sex on her.
I feel like this is a bit more high school apart from the killing parents thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're kind of like guys chatting, shooting
Yeah,
their
about
shit.
tiny bras,
Visibility
sports,
hats.
murdering your parents.
All normal things for a growing lad.
You should ask her out.
Said Sonic.
But the plum was yesterday.
Said Espio. Well, that's my voice.
Yeah. You and
I'm
Sonic are
Sonic.
now-
Peel off my mask.
Oh no, your balls are gay. Stop it.
They're so itchy, and they smell like the breath of a thoroughbred.
Well, that is okay. You can date anytime.
Said Sonic.
Oh,
Said Espio.
well then I'm gonna kiss and sex her tonight.
So turned on.
I did do that in your ear.
Speaking of turned on, Espio was like a little boy looking at his mum's boob for the first time. Oh, God. Sonic and Tails together were both looking at each other, and they wanted to help Espio.
I mean, you got the Oedipus thing going on here, haven't you? You got Shadow killing his dad, Espio
yeah.
looking at his mum's boob,
Yeah.
yeah. Inestein would love all this.
We're gonna help you get a date.
Said Sonic and Tails at the same time simultaneously.
And
we're gonna do it right
now.
Said Sonic and Tails. I don't know if anyone actually understood that.
Basically, Sonic Tails are going to help Espio get a date
Right now.
right now.
Sonic and Tails got up and both grabbed one of Espio's arms and dragged him across the room. In brackets. Sonic did most of the dragging because he is stronger and put him right at Rouge. What is this about? Said Rouge with a questioning sound. It's definitely an accurate description. She blinked her eyelids quickly like a race car. Oh, you see the eyelids on that Porsche?
So when she was blinking, it was going.
What do you want? Why are you here?
Espio looked right into her eyes with a passion like 100. It's going to be difficult to say this bit without laughing. Espio looked right into her eyes with a passion like 100 barking dogs.
Your delivery as well. I feel like it was the most serious, sexy line that's ever been committed to literature.
And speaking of which, and said,
Rouge, will you go out with me?
Espio was sweating, and there were drops of sweat dropping off of his hands in front of her.
You sweat from your hands.
That's the thing, yeah, from like the palms.
Yeah, but dripping sweat from
Yeah,
your
okay,
palms.
that is
like,
excessive.
That's
Yeah.
that's a problem there.
Maybe he's got gay palms.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Big gay palms. I don't know. Voice changes every time.
Yeah, that's our thing.
Said Rouge and looked at Espio. Rouge gave him a sexy look that made Espio feel in love.
Please do it!
Said Sonic and Tails together at the same time.
They're so in sync. We are Sonic and Tails.
Oh god, it's the worst insult. Okay, we can go on a date tonight. Back into Tifa again, apparently.
No, go back to French.
Oh,
There we go.
Okay, we can go on a date tonight, said Rouge. Sonic and Tails and Espio were stoked and high-fived right there. It's quite charming.
Yeah, sort of. He was sweating from his palms and was dripping on the floor.
So more of a squelch. By the time this night ended, one of them would have done their first sex.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wait, hasn't Sonic done sex on Amy? Or wouldn't she let him?
I reckon maybe they're talking about Rouge and Espio.
Oh, but only one of them would have done their first sex?
Oh, good point. Or maybe one of them is in like one of the group.
You know what? We've established Sonic as a bit of a bullshitter. I don't think he's ever done a sex on Amy.
Sonic is a fucking player, thank you. He was kissing Amy in front of the class, and he got a big boner, I think, and he was going to do a sex to her,
Yeah,
maybe.
that sounds like a virgin.
He totally bowed Amy all the time.
Are you covering for yourself right now?
I totally had sex with a hedgehog. A bright pink cartoon hedgehog. And I'll thank you to stop...
Stop diminishing our love.
When I look at her, my eyes have the passion like 100 barking dogs. When she blinks her eyelids quickly like a race car, I fall in love with her.
Oh, this is fucking poetry.
Now here's the hard part.
Said Espio.
How do I put sex in her without getting in trouble?
How many different sex acts are there? It's doing sex to, on, at, putting sex in her.
Yeah.
Without getting in trouble. Maybe the first time you have sex, you put sex in someone.
Oh, okay. So it's like preloading.
Yeah.
But no, this is good. He's thinking about safe sex. You know, he doesn't want to get any STDs or pregnant or something like that.
That's what he's going for.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, that's what I
that's
mean.
fine,
So he's like, don't want to get in trouble. You know?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Good on you, SBO.
Well done. Very responsible. Sonic and Tails looked at each other and thought,
Oh!
And Espio walked out while holding on to Rouge's boobies because they are now boyfriend and girlfriend and it's allowed to do it.
Just walking out like this, like hands
I like
on the
how
boobs.
you actually had to do it to me. Just method actor right there.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
Yeah.
But that moved on quick, didn't it? They're
really
boyfriend
did.
and girlfriend now. They've
Well-
even been on a date and put sex in each other.
Well, I mean, they've clearly in Sonic Land, you always have sex on the first date.
Yes.
And I guess as soon as you ask someone out, they're boyfriend and girlfriend. It just things move quickly. Mm-hmm. So as soon as you ask someone out, that's when you're boyfriend and girlfriend.
And that's when you can hold on to their boobies.
And then when you go on your date, that's when you have sex.
That's when you put the sex in them.
Exactly. And then you do sex to them after that. And then I guess married by the third date.
I'm kind of glad I was a lonely teenager. It sounds very complicated.
It is.
And that's the end of chapter 4.
Yeah. What?
Well, we're back.
Yep.
Goodbye. That was
A sexy episode.
I mean, they're all over 18, so yes, it was. But also, it felt like we are back. That felt like, oh yeah, Sonic High School. This is how it is written.
Yeah.
This is its style.
Yeah.
You know, the passion of 1,000 barking dogs.
Yeah. Shadow going to kill his parents.
A plot point that was just ignored. Like, the thing that they were sat at a table having lunch. He was just like, well, I'm gonna go kill my parents. They were okay. Bye, Shadow. See you soon.
He's clearly the edgy kid that everyone cringes around.
Yeah. He's just gonna go and play WoW in his basement. Really. Yeah. Shut up, Mum. And then the main focus of this was SBO and Rouge, which is
Hell yeah.
quite nice. And they worked out well. Happy ending, romantic.
Yeah. And I mean, this has always been my approach to love life, to have your friends just beg on your behalf.
Please tell that girl I want to hold her boobies and I want to put a sex in her.
Or as she says yes, you high five.
but after you've been sweating from your palms.
All the time.
Yeah, I missed this. I
Yeah.
miss Sonic High School.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Genuinely. It's so good. Enjoyable. It's so enjoyable.
Those are certainly words. What is the next chapter called? Because we are going to do 3 parts of this, aren't we?
Yeah,
We did
yeah,
1, 2,
yeah.
3 last year.
Yeah.
And now we're going to do 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
So chapter 5. What is chapter 5 called? I want to know.
Preparations.
Ooh.
For them doing a sex. Also, there are 25 chapters, so we should be done in about
7 years? Excellent. Well, we're only going to do more if we get one more person say, do more Sonic High School.
And then rapidly, less than a year later, we will happily grant that request.
This is going to go on longer than the main podcast. This is going to be our lives now. Dear. Well, that's the end of this episode then, I guess, MC.
It is.
And all that's left to say really is that if you want to come and say hello and you want to come find us on the social media pages that exist, we're on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/How I Ripped Off Podcast.
And we're also on Twitter, which is @HowIRippedOff.
And if you want to catch up on our back catalogue, because you might be coming to this and thinking, oh, Sonic High School Part 4, what is this? You know, what is the main podcast all about? Well, you can go to our SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio or iTunes page and catch up on all our previous episodes.
What a lovely idea. And while you're there, why not leave us a rating and review while you're there, as it really does help the podcast an awful lot. We got a review the other day and
We
I
have a
fucking
few-
jizzed myself.
What was great about that is you were so lovely when you were saying about a rating and review, and then you were like, fucking jizz.
I promise not to repeat that.
And now we will never get a review again. No, we've had a few nice reviews,
nice.
and that is fantastic.
We really do appreciate it.
We really do. Ignore the jizz bit. I mean, that's true.
Unless you're into it, in which case.
But it's not only do we love it and it's fantastic and thank you so much, but it also really helps the podcast because the more reviews we get, the higher up in the rankings we get seen, and hopefully the more people we can bring this to. Help us corrupt the world.
Well, thank you for sitting through another episode.
If you made it this far.
We'll be back again next week with a episode 5.
With a episode 5,
Chapter
that is
5,
correct.
Chapter 5 of the Sonic High School.
This is why I host the main podcast.
Just cut it there.